Welcome to Jet Virtual Academy. Today we're going to be delving into seepage within the highlighting process. So let's take a quick look at what seepage looks like. As you can see, there are raised, brightened areas towards the root. So what are the causes of seepage? We need to make sure our product is mixed correctly. Consistency is key. If the product is too runny, it will most likely seep out of the sides or the top of the foil. Likewise, if the product is too clumpy, the product will disperse during processing and can leave hot spots or seepage. We need to consider the head shape. Feathering the product when the head curves or changes is a great way to limit the amount that you're applying and prevent foil seepage. Section sizes. The size of the foil all depends on the texture of the hair that you're working with. Remember, if your section is too large or there's too much hair in the foil, your client could process unevenly or not lift enough. Lastly, let's take a little look into tension. Remember to keep the tension while you're painting your first brush stroke. Always start by going up to the base or the root area first. This will ensure that the hair is glued down in the tightest possible position. Then keep your tension for as long as possible until you have to flip the hair up and close the foil. Messy work will result in messy hair colouring. As you can see, any loose tension will cause other root areas to be affected. This will also lighten, which causes that spotted effect that you saw earlier. I'm going to be demonstrating two methods to remove seepage. First is if it's just happened whilst your packets are in the hair. Carefully clip your other sections out of the way to avoid any excess pulling or tension. Take some cotton wool that's been bathed in hot water and shampoo and gently blot that root area to remove the lightening product. Working slowly will produce the neatest effects. Don't rush this. Blot to dry that section with a dry bit of cotton wool. We then need to mix and apply a colour that matches the depth of the natural hair. I've mixed up a base 7 and I'm gently spotting that colour onto the root area. As you can see, the foil above hasn't been folded neatly and precisely at the root. If I allowed that to drop onto the section I've just painted, it will cause further seepage, so I need to prepare that section by applying cotton wool. This will act as a block and stop any additional seepage on that section. Follow the same process by blotting that root area that's been affected. Also use this time to neaten off any excess product from your foil. Spot your natural depth colour onto that affected root area. Apply your dry cotton wool at the top of the foil. Repeat this process on all the affected sections. Remember, neat, precise work is key. Allow for the necessary development time and check throughout. So how do we correct if we notice seepage after we've dried the hair? Evaluate the sections to see where you're going to need to apply some product. Gently look through the hair to look for areas of darkness and lighter areas that look patchy. This is what we're going to be working on. I need to mix up a base colour that matches the natural root, so I'm going to be mixing up a base 7. I'll then be applying ultra fine lowlights throughout these panels of hair. This will prevent the brightness on that root area and make it blend a lot more natural. Section where you want to place your first low light. I then take an ultra fine zigzag weave throughout that section. Lift your section up and check for a nice even zigzag pattern before applying your low light. Fold your foil neatly and slide as close to the root as possible. Keep your tension ultra tight when working through this. Apply your base all the way up to that root area, feathering just at the root to make that blend nice and natural. Fold and secure your packets as normal. Continue to place your superfine weaves wherever you deem it appropriate, making sure to concentrate on that root area to prevent that shine. When working on areas where there is particularly bright saturation on the root, you can also go in with your brush and spot colour underneath just to prevent any excess glow. To prevent that colour touching anywhere else, add a bit of dry cotton wool to the root area. Check your weaves after to make sure the tension is tight and there's no seepage anywhere else in the hair. I've placed 5 packets to get rid of that seepage on this side. Let's see how it develops. After washing and drying, I want to check there's no excess seepage. Lift up the sections of hair and check that you're happy. There should be no root areas of brightness. It should all blend naturally. So that's how we correct seeped packets. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to tag us in all your work on Instagram using the hashtag JetVirtual.